Introduce myself. My name is Khaba Meitei. I am a passionate downhill skateboarder and an adventure sport enthusiast. So I did all the things which are thrill-seeking and which are like challenging. So I started doing parkour, b-boying, tricking, and I started this downhill skateboarding in the year 2016. So and in this pandemic, I wish everyone to stay safe, and I wish everyone is healthy. And in spite of this pandemic, let's make ourselves stay positive, and we live as usual as before we did this pandemic. And yeah, today I will be talking about longboarding. Especially, I will be talking about downhill skateboarding and longboarding, which is a term for which is an umbrella term for all this kind of steps. So, and while I speak about this longboarding thing, there may be something which I miss, and there may be something which I speak over, and it's all because the things which I'm going to speak which I am going to speak are the things which are under my knowledge. So if I make any mistakes, or if I didn't speak anything which you guys have expected, then please do forgive me. And all the things which I will be speaking about are the things which are up to my knowledge. So let's go ahead. I will be sharing my videos with you guys so that I can take you out of boredom. Yeah, so let's get started. I will be presenting you my PowerPoint. There you go. So yes, let's go. It's a self-introductory video.
Longboarding was introduced to me by my best friend Boris Nongthomba, who is one of the pioneers of longboarding in India. I felt badly when I did my first downhill. There was rage in me that pushed me to do it again. So I went uphill further than where I started. With deep confidence, I dropped down the hill and I fell worse than the previous fall. Then I came to know it's not an easy sport. And at the same time, I felt it is also my kind of sport. I secured second position in the first Indian Downhill Skateboarding Championship, competing a Canadian longboarder. We had a difference of just a second. This motivated me to do better, and luckily I was able to secure the top position in the next edition of the championship, which happened a year later. I'm Khaba Meitei. I'm a passionate longboarder, downhill skateboarder, and a thrill seeker.
Yeah, so that was one of my introduction video. And I am not really good in this PowerPoint presentation. I just learned some 2 days back from one of my brother, and I started doing all these things. So I don't think it's a good presentation, although, but I did it. That's really good. And thank you so much, everyone who are giving comments over here. Hi, hello, everyone. It's really good to see you over here. And yeah, let's go next. Okay. So here as I told you, I'll be talking about longboarding. In this, I will be specifically talking about downhill skateboarding because this is the profile from longboarding which I do it, the aspects of longboarding. So let's get started with what the things are. So what is longboarding? Okay, longboarding, just by the name itself, it gives a hint about something which you ride on a board and which is long. So let's say this skateboarding extension. It is. It actually is a skateboarding extension. So longboarding is an extension of skateboarding. We can say it's a brother of skateboarding. Yep. Where you ride on a bigger board, which means you are going to ride on a bigger board, which are larger than the normal skateboard or the conventional one. And it is also called land surfing. So how do longboarding start? Is that the surfers in America or like mostly it arrives from California, I guess. So when the surfers do not have uh, the tides enough to do their surfing, so what do they do is like they bring up an idea to do the surfing over the lane. So uh, they bring up an idea to do it on a skateboard. So in order to move their feet properly on the skateboard, they make the board bigger and the trucks and the wheels are made bigger. That's how it is also called this thing lane surfing. Okay, yes, and yes, are stable and more traction. Yes, longboard are more stable just because of the bigger wheels and the bigger deck and the bigger trucks. It is more stable and have more traction. Traction, like when you ride on a higher speed, it doesn't skid away just because the wheels are bigger and are softer and high speed and can use for commuting. Yeah, man, this is a really interesting one. You can travel longboard at a really high speed because the wheels are bigger, and you can use for commuting. Like when sometimes I use longboard when I do not have enough money to fill my fill gas on my bike. I travel on my longboard, and I travel. Sometimes I travel a lot of distance too. And people usually use longboard for traveling sometimes, but I find this a lot of people in Mumbai, they buy longboard for traveling, uh, and yeah, for this purposes. And yeah, let's go ahead. What's next? I will show you, as I told you, I don't want you guys to get boring, so I'll take you to some of my videos now. This is the video I made for while I was working in Decathlon, and this video was made for Oxalo. Yeah, so that video was made when I was working in Decathlon, and yeah, and I want to speak something about Decathlon over here. Like, if someone wants to get a longboard, you can definitely go to Decathlon. They sell Oxalo boards. Oxalo boards are considered to be the very good board, which are made available. I mean, like not that expensive. So like it's a good for it's a good board for training. Yeah. And then the music was given by one of my brother. His name is Dinesh from Viagra Haze band. And what comes next is types of longboarding. Yep, we have different types of longboarding, which I will be talking about now. Let's go ahead. So here comes cruising. The first, we can say, yeah, it's the first part of cruising. Here is my friend Basica doing a cruising. So I'll explain what cruising is all about after this video. Yeah, so cruising is nothing just a basic and easy way of riding a skateboard. So which everyone can do it for fun, and it is like traveling from point A to point B, which is like commuting places, and it's your own thing of enjoyment. So you can use any type of board for this. But normally people use like the pintail or the kicktail. Kicktail they use it for freestyle too. Yeah, so yeah, you can use almost all the longboards. And here comes next dancing. Dancing is something that involves variety of movements like spinning, taking steps for performing dance movements over the longboard, and it is really a fun thing to do. Like for this, the boards are usually long and have enough space to move your feet on it. So here comes dancing.
Closer to me. No more half of me. Yeah, I need all of you. I won't settle for love that rips at the seams. Let's go back to when we both had what we wanted. What we wanted.
Next comes the freestyle. In freestyle, it is all about doing tricks over the board. So you can bring up your own creative tricks, and people generally uses symmetrical boards over here for doing the freestyle. It is like the conventional skate. You do the tricks like ollies and all those stuffs. Over here in this freestyle, you can even do that. Those things over here on longboard, but some like on the train freestyle on longboard has are somewhat different from the conventional one, although you can still do it. That's how the freestyle looks like. And dude, I never tried this thing. Was it the freestyle and dancing? I've never tried it. I don't know, I cannot do it. I tried dancing and my leg got tangled, and I fell from the longboard by a lot of times. By a lot of times. Oh, nice! You look dancing. You must get started into longboarding, buddy. Okay. As I told you, I'm really bad in this kind of stuff. So sorry for. And oh, yeah, here comes the free ride. For free ride, it's like riding free down the hill where you do slides, which means you turn your board very fast in order to reduce all the tractions in the wheels. So the board slides sideways for a time, reducing the rider's speed. So it's like this. This is the free ride. It's my video. Yeah, that was free ride. And here comes next the downhill. Yeah. So the downhill is the one which I do. I mean, like, which I do it on from the aspects of longboarding. Downhill is the one which I love to do. And yeah, I wanted to say something. All these things which I have shown you over the past videos, please do not try this at home. For this, you need to practice really well, and you need to learn the basics and all those stuffs. So it's not a good idea to try. Yeah, there it says. Please don't try this stunt. Thanks for that. Here comes the downhill. Downhill. This one is. I made this video in Manipur, and this I want to speak about this song which I use over here. The lyrics of the song is in our native old language, which I really love about it. And the person who makes this song is an amazing guy. He keeps supporting all these activities, so he makes this song only for this. Yep. And that video was edited by my friend, my best friend. Uh, we made it last year, but like he turns out to be my big brother. His name is Sajid. What's that? Sajid Chogle. Yeah, he is a professional skydiver. I think happened to be uh, he happened to went live over here too. Yes. Uh, he is very supportive, and he always keeps on, giving a lot of motivation, and he brings me to the actual extreme sport thing. So we were about to travel to Norway in the month of June, but this Corona thing hold us back, so we couldn't travel. We were supposed to travel to Norway for an extreme sports competition. Yeah, so like that's how that's how we support each other. Like all the extreme sport people over here in India, we keep on supporting each other, which is a really good thing about the extreme sports family. Yeah, Sajid already came in, yeah, in this platform. He's really a cool guy. He's really a sold out guy. Yeah, and here I will be talking about, what makes longboarding different from a skateboard. I want to go a bit faster over here. Yep, the size. A skateboard is of like 28 to 34 inches long and 7 to 10 inches wide. Usually for a longboard, it is 35 to 60 inches long and 9 to 10 inches wide. Wheels of the skateboard are smaller and harder in order to do the tricks. And so like it is very easy for them to do the tricks because the deck of the skateboard is smaller as compared to longboard. For longboard, you can travel faster because the wheels are bigger and softer. Balance reduced as compared to longboard for a skateboard because you do not have that much of space uh, in order to ride. When you ride at a higher speed for a skateboard, as the trucks are small and the wheels are small, then it wobbles a lot. And for a longboard, as it is made wider, so it has more balance when you ride on a higher speed or so. And for tricks, the skateboard tricks, doing tricks on a ramp and a skateboarding park, you will find a lot of tricks doing on a skateboard, but not on a longboard. Although there are people who do tricks on a longboard. Like there are some longboard which is almost the size of a skateboard, but bigger than the skateboard. Let's say almost, yeah. So it's like they do tricks on that longboard too. So the for longboard tricks, if you want to do it, like that's I would suggest doing it the freestyle. But it so that's what there's two differences. There are a lot of differences over the longboard and skateboard. The choice is yours. And yeah, so for this, I want to say something. Like there are a lot of people who ask me, like, how do you feel when you do longboarding? For that, I will show you a video. This video is made way before I started longboarding, and over here, the people who are in these videos are the first generation longboarders in India. So I hope you're going to enjoy this video. That's how I feel when I do longboarding.
Being free, the feeling of being you, that's what it that's how I relate to it.
My mind is like completely blank, like I'm not thinking anything.
Thrill, excitement, fear, unpredictable, everything is just jammed at the same time.
I can't even explain. It's like you're flying. It's like that.
It's the speed, and I love speed. But longboarding is all about the thrill, the speed, the adventure, and traveling around with your friends.
You just need to leave your body free, your mind free.
Happiness, freedom, joy. That's all I can say.
That's when you do not have anything in your mind. There's thrill in your body. There's something that is the adrenaline rush was so much. In spite of that, there's the tranquility. that is keeping you so calm inside, so good, and that's making you forget everything. That's like an escape from somewhere, escape from the world.
Facing tempest and death, I'll fight until the end. Creatures of my dreams raise up and dance with me. Now and forever,
Yeah, so those people who were in the video are all those people who are like the first generation people of longboarding. There you can see from the youngest to the oldest guy. The guy who was sliding at the end of the video, his name is Cheng. He is now he must be 45 plus, and he is still doing longboarding, which is really cool thing. And here comes next. Oh, what inspired me to become a downhill skateboarder? Well, yeah. For this, I will take you to one of the video, which you possibly might understand how I am passionate about all this thrill seeking, and adventure sports. Uh, yep. After that, yeah, I'll tell you the story first. Uh, so this guy Boris, yeah, he's my best friend. He told me to try this longboarding. But Boris and I met in Mumbai when we were attending a Red Bull event. I was doing the b-boying and parkour thing, and he came with a skateboard for that event. And then he told me to, after we met in Mumbai, uh, we met again and Manipur, and he told me that like you have been doing all these activities and you know how to ride the skateboard, so like why don't you try longboarding? So I was like, dude, I'm really scared of longboarding, because he showed me the videos of how people get hurt in longboarding and downhill and all those stuff. So I was reluctant to do it, and I kept on hesitating whenever he asked me to do it. But one day he took me to one of the place where there is a gradual slope. So I was doing for the first time, I did, and then he took me at a higher point and he told me to do it there. I did, and then I failed. I failed very badly. All the skin were torn off, and then uh, my uniforms and everything, my dresses were all torn. So like there was rage in me, like which ignited me to like it was pushing me from my heart. Like you have to do it again, because I always loved challenging fear. So I went up again further than where I started. I went down and I fell again. So I was getting more angry but my heart doesn't allow me to quit. So like I went up again and I tried. I did it on the third take, and that from that day I borrowed the skateboard from him. I took all the gears from him, and from the next day again I started doing this downhill to a place which is very nearby to me, which is more steeper than the one I started. That's how I did. I keep on doing it, and after that I couldn't get enough of this downhill, because when you do downhill and you feel something really different. Yeah. uh, let's not speak that much. Yeah, so like yeah, in order to take your burden out, I will show you something which I love to do and I did. So this was me before like 6 years, I guess. Now I cannot do this anymore. And I love making videos too. So I love making contents. Yeah, that's it. And what's next? I will check out. Yeah, no fall can stop a longboard. Yeah, man. This guy Sagar, he is also a longboarder, and he opens a school in Mumbai, the first school of longboarding in India. And over there, he got a lot of students, like very small kids, and they do downhill. Hey, Saga, thanks for coming over here, man. Really appreciate it. And yep. So yeah, here I this is the photo for the first Indian downhill skateboarding championship. So this were the participants, and yeah, and the organizers too over here. Here comes the next second edition, which was sponsored by Oxelo, Decathlon, Elibet Manipur, Woods and Art, and from the first again. Yep, second. And here comes my favorite moment. This guy, everyone must be knowing about this guy, the Canadian guy. His name is Nicholas Kilbeck. He comes all the way from Canada after seeing a post from Facebook about the first Indian downhill skateboarding championship. So he came and he brought all the equipments, boards, and everything from Canada just to support our event. And then he came down over here in Manipur, and I was competing with him. And then I missed him by a second. It was a time-bound race where I missed him by a second, and that have motivated me by a lot. And the next edition, I was lucky enough to get first. And then this guy, Nicholas, he kept sending me some stuffs from Quebec, and he always keeps on encouraging me by sending stuffs, things, and everything from Canada, like wheels and all and other stuffs, so that I keep on doing this longboarding thing. And the best moment was when he told me that the skateboard which he gave me over here as a prize was to be given not to someone who wins the competition. He is the one who won the competition, but this prize is to be given to someone who deserves the board. So I was the one who deserved this board, and I was so happy for it. Like you can see my expression over here. Yeah, I'm overeating over here. Let's go ahead. Okay, there's Sagar. But where can you practice this sport in India? Yep. So let's see. Anywhere where the condition of the roads are good, because longboarding is not only about downhill skateboarding. Longboarding has different aspects, as I told you already. For downhill and free ride, hilly, gradual slopes, take precautions and proper protections as spotters, etc., which is really important for downhill and free ride. It is very good idea to take friends with you as spotter to notify you if there is any things coming up against you, if there is anything coming in your way. If not, please do not try this. Freestyle, plain area or roads where you can do the tricks and all those stuffs. Yeah. For cruising, India provides you a lot of places for cruising. Still, there are a lot of people saying like, in Indian roads, how do you think that you can ride a longboard? No, you can ride a longboard anywhere in Indian roads. It is just an excuse for you. Yeah, I cannot say it's an excuse, but like still, you can do it anywhere. Yes, the hotspot of this longboarding thing here in Imphal. Mumbai was the first place where longboarding was started. Although when Boris, the one which I told you, he's a pioneer of longboard, when he bring this sport to Imphal, you know, here in Imphal, there's a lot of people, lot of damn talented people over here who wants to try all these thrill seeking activities. There's a lot of hikers, there's a lot of travelers, there's a lot of riders here in Imphal. Imphal, Manipur is something where talents are ignited. And then Bangalore, Surat, Pune, Dehradun, Himachal, Kolkata. There's a guy in Dehradun, he makes longboard too. He's a very cool guy. Okay, here I will take you to a video where I rode this downhill. It is in Navi Mumbai. I forgot the name of this place. Uran, yeah. So this road is really a cool road, although there's a lot of trucks traveling over here. I don't know what's going to happen next if I collided with a truck or so. Yeah. So people ask me about what was your speed record. I have never checked it, but like from the GoPro, which I put it on my longboard, it was what was that? It was something like 70 plus, 71 or 72, something like that. I couldn't remember. It must be from 69 to 72 somewhere. And I didn't check on this competition, the overboard competition, which I won. Over there, someone was already ahead of me. So I didn't slide. So it was traveling really fast. If I imagine that it must be traveling near like 79 to 80, which is very slow as compared to the people who are doing this downhill thing abroad. They travel 100 kilometers per hour plus. So the highest speed was nearly like 135 plus. Imagine the speed. What's wrong with the live? Okay, must be a connection problem. Okay, requirements to start longboarding. You really need a can-do attitude. If you're really scared of it, I'm sorry, there is no room for you. But still, you need to figure out a way for that. Ride longboard to serve your purpose, which means if you are having a downhill longboard and if you are trying to do the freestyle, then it's not a good thing. So you have to be very, very focused on what you want to do in longboarding. Maintaining discipline, which is really important. Like if you are doing a downhill and if you don't have any helmets or equipments at that moment, if I see you, I'm going to kill you for sure. Just kidding, man. I mean, like it's really risky. It's like dodging a bullet. You're taking a chance to dodge a bullet. Why should you do that? Like, please always wear helmets and equipments. The basics of pushing a longboard, riding over it with the proper stance, body balancing, weight distribution. All these things, when you know it, which is easy to learn, it's not a big deal. Yeah, and discipline, safety measures. I repeat this thing, discipline again. Please always take safety measures. Otherwise, if you're lucky enough, you dodge a bullet. If you're not lucky enough, then you get a headshot, bang. Health benefits of longboarding. This was done by one of my friend called Antima. He see research about this thing, the health benefits of longboarding. And I don't do this research. I'm very lazy to do this, so I steal this thing from her. Cardio and heart health. Yeah. I think I don't need to read this. Like, it will take a lot of time. Yeah, it gives your lungs, improves your lung capacity, cardiovascular system stronger, stamina. Of course, it's going to get stronger. Workout, like you'll burn your fat. That's it. And flexibility and balance. Yeah, flexibility and balance. This is a really cool thing. Yeah, it is. You try a lot of cool stuff on longboard, and if you and over here, I want to add something which is called you learn how to fall on a longboard, which is very important. If you don't know how to fall on a longboard, that too again, it hurts more. If you know how to fall on a longboard, it reduces the possibility of getting hurt by a lot, because you know how to roll on the ground or so, and then you roll on, and then it reduces your possibility of getting hurt by a lot. And here is one of the video with one of my friend. His name is Extreme. His name itself is Extreme, and he is really extreme. He was the one who got third in the competition, and the guy whom I collided with at a really great speed, and he was about to fall off the hill when we were in the competition. It was at a great speed, and we collided. It was really bad. So it's an all. I feel really good riding with this guy. He really is extreme, buddy. Look at my monopod, or what you call the selfie stick. I am a guy who do a lot of jugaad. So that's my jugaad. I don't need a proper selfie stick also. I do everything by my own DIY. Okay, and here comes next. What does this comes? Oh yeah, is longboarding dangerous? Yes or no? Okay, I don't need to speak much. Yeah, there you see. Okay, we'll tell you about longboarding is not dangerous at all if you follow all the safety strategies in you. Okay, and specifically over here, I will be talking about downhill skateboarding. This is the guy which I told you about, Boris Nongtomba, the raven of longboard crew India, mostly in downhill, as I told you. It can be, but when you go beyond your skill limits, we are very tempted to do all the things which people did it on the video, and we wanted to try everything. One day I tried doing the stand-up slides, and I got hurt really bad. This, you cannot see it. And when you do not take enough precautions, it happens by a lot all the time to a lot of people. When you don't wear a helmet, you didn't get hurt on the knees or everything. You get hurt directly on your head. So like discipline. When you do not wear proper protective equipment, yep, exactly. Okay, So, like longboarding, it can be pretty dangerous, and it is very important to learn all the basic skills. Like uh, that's what I told you. If not, then you are taking a chance to dodge a bullet. Okay, exactly, it is. And then uh, yeah, so like if we do not maintain our discipline on riding a board, and if we go far beyond our skill levels, which is really bad, we will definitely get hurt. And we have many other obstacles here, like here in the roads of India, it is very live, which means there are a lot of obstacles coming up against your way, maybe cars coming up or animals coming up, and then there are potholes on the roads too. So it is always advisable to take your friends as a spotter. Like if you find someone to spot anything which is coming up against your way, he or she will notify you. Like there is something, he will give you a sign, and then you slide over there, and then you stop it before things go really bad. And longboarding is really a worldwide sport. Yeah, so we hear sad stories from far away about riders being injured for life or even death, which happens from not taking proper protections. So here in India, what do we do is like we always coach each other. We always do the coaching, and we coach each other to wear helmets, pads, and skate while skateboarding. And yeah, I will tell you something about my experience. Yeah, this guy Nongyai. Hey, thanks for coming over here, buddy. Nongyai is the guy. He's a very dangerous guy too. He almost won the last championship, and he was so unlucky that he got a crash in it where I overtook it. But although this guy is not an easy guy, it was really hard for me to race with him. He's better than me, to be really frank. He is far better than me. He's amazing, this guy. And yeah, so like I have never met a bad accident, although, but I remember the time when I went under a running tuk-tuk, a rickshaw, and the auto driver and the rickshaw, like that uncle, he was looking left and right, checking out where I am, where I was. But I was under that running tuk-tuk. But luckily, I didn't get hurt. I didn't get hurt at all. And we were staring at each other, and he was like, he thinks that he ran over me, which was not. Yep. Accidents and crashes, part and parcel of longboarding, downhill skateboarding. You can see over here. Look at my back over here. It's all torn. You can see the hickeys given by the road. I told you it's a part and parcel of downhill skateboarding. Here is one of my video.
รอqueโดนเลยว่ะโหกเลยเอาโหต้องจี้กันสิอ่ะเสียงไอ้นี่มันจะกูเมากันสิ
What's oh no, not this one. Yeah, look at this. If I didn't wear a helmet, what could it be? Now what's this one? It's on a live road of Mumbai, and it's the highway you see in front of me. I was lucky enough that someone, like, the vehicles was really less. If not, so like it's always good to have spotters, as I told you about. Dude, does your mom get angry at you for ripping clothes? Yeah, man. I have lost nearly my mom really gets angry. I lost nearly 22 pairs of trousers. Dude, controlling fear. Yep. Look at this guy. He is fearless, this extreme guy. That's why his pain is torn off. His pains is torn off. Yeah, so controlling fear. Fear, I want to discuss something about fear. Fear, yes, fear is something that keeps you alive. This is what Boris told me. Boris taught me, and I really like what he said. Fear is something that keeps you alive. If you don't have the fear, then you could have done a lot of things, and then we could have perished long way before. Yeah, 22 pairs of trousers. And like, but for fear, what do I do is like when I have fear on something, if it is too much or if I come to know that it is beyond my uh, skills, then I never do it. If something which is reachable to my limit or to my experience or to my capability, then I always challenge fear. So like if you don't challenge fear, then you cannot do anything. And if the fear controls you, then he's going to control everything in your mind. That's what I think, fear. So like, yeah. Oh, why do I speak a lot? I'll take you to my video. So this is one of the video where I was about to jump a building, but I was so scared. At first, I felt really bad, and I was shaking. My hands were shaky and all those stuffs. But although I covered up all my, you know, mm, whatever, let it be. That's how I jump up that building. Okay, and here comes one of my video which I did in whatever. Let's go to the video. Now look at those ladies. They were scared. They ran uh, towards the side of the road when they heard the sound of me. Look at that guy. He is the spotter. He is my brother. So I keep him to spot for vehicles. That's how we do when I do the downhill skateboarding. So please, if you are learning downhill skateboarding, please always keep spotters. These blind corners. You never know. Like if someone who are as naughty as us comes up driving really fast, then that's your day. This again is one of the spotter. He is going to come up if there is any vehicles. That's what comes next. Longboarding in India. Yeah. Yeah, this is my one of my favorite part too. Longboarding in India, it will definitely grow up, for sure, because there were only some boarders in Mumbai. Now there are plenty of longboarders in different parts of India. As I told you, there were only some few longboarders, but over here there are plenty of longboarders coming up, and there is now even a longboarding school. As I told you, that Sagar who kept comments over here. He's the guy who started this longboarding school, and there are a number of people who are interested in this adventure sports, all these things. They always wanted to try longboarding. There are a lot of people who uses longboard for traveling. You can do freestyle in any type of longboard. Not, I wouldn't. I would say no in that. I would definitely say like it's better you go for the freestyle board. If you want something to do freestyle, then it's better you go on freestyle board. Yeah. So yeah, that's it. And sports like surfing has a great impact on longboarding too. That's what. So longboarding will definitely grow up. There are a lot of people who uses longboard just for commuting. When I was in Mumbai, I saw a lot of people staying in Powai, and this guy. What is this name? Babaji longboarding. He's a guy. He uses longboard only for for traveling. Yep. And this is one of the video I took a workshop on IIT Powai, and I didn't believe that these students came up to join the workshop. So they were interested on this longboarding workshop. Uh, yeah, so that's how you can use this longboard for commuting, especially for shorter distance. But there are a lot of people who travels by a lot. Oh, because thanks. And then there's an association called Skate International Distance and Supercross Association. This association, what do they do is like they promote skateboard and longboard distance racing in all age groups. So they travel really, really far distances. Oh, thanks, Sensei Boris Nongthomba. He's giving a comment like, oh, dude, that's too much. You were the legend. I really appreciate that you brought me here. Thank you so much. And here comes next. What comes next? Oh yeah, this guy. Look at this guy. He's a very small guy. He's from Nirvana School of Longboarding. That's Sagar Garat's school. He he must be like he must be 6 years old, I guess. His parents were so supportive too. And then look at this kid. He is really a rock star. His face said that he's not scared, isn't it? Exactly. And yeah, she is my friend Bessica over here on the right corner. She is the brand ambassador of Longboard Girls Crew. Longboard Girls Crew is an organization. It's one of the biggest organization of women. It is currently operating in 63 plus countries, where they initially they met up together in order to find out a space for all the girls who they are at a very in the past years, you see little amount of women riding the skateboard and all those stuff. That's how they get up together and they found a space for it. And what does she did a really great job, this Bessica. With the board, she travels, and then she reached out to a lot of people. She reached out to orphanage and all those stuff. She started coaching how does the longboarding thing works and all those stuff. uh, she is really an amazing girl. So that's what she does. And I used to borrow longboards from her and Boris and another a lot of people too. I never had a longboard. When I won the competition, I got a longboard from as a prize, the real downhill longboard. And then what do I do is like I gave them the longboards back. Now I don't need a longboard. That's what. So these are the Mumbai team. Uh, that's where the Sagargara is. He leads Mumbai Navi Mumbai scene with Antima and Ayaj. And these are the kids over here. These people are amazing. And these are my team. There's a lot of skateboarders and BMX team over here and here in Imphal. And that's a video from Uran where we did the downhill together.
That's good.
So yeah. So these are my friend Utkars, Pranal, and that other guy. I forgot his name. Yeah. Okay. Perfect. And here comes next. Rajesh, are you there? If you can please, if you can come up there, then I would definitely like you to.
Yeah, tell me, boss.
Hey, yeah, Rajesh, like, I will show you a video which you might have your interest in this. It's a video made by one of my friend for Odisha Tourism.
Okay.
Okay, so please do check out. Once I was there in Kolkata eating a lot of fish, and then I traveled to Odisha on a bus. And Kolkata treated me really well. I'll show you this video. Uh, this video is made for Odisha Tourism.